Hi Leo, and welcome to your May 2017 general reading. So I hope you're well, Leo. Just give me a minute, I'm just sort of trying to get a feeling of your cards, okay? So I think what I'm going to do is just start right the first card. So you enter May with the energy of the Empress, which was around quite a lot for you in April, okay? I had a sense of there was this golden thread of the Empress was just pulling you forward to a new life circumstance. That was a picture that I kept getting. The Empress is about the heart. She's about the senses. She's about prosperity, abundance. She's also about new life. Okay, the Empress is about giving birth. So, in giving birth doesn't have to be a baby. We birth new businesses, new life circumstances all the time. So this hugely fertile card is what you're entering May in. And it's really interesting because you've got the Ace of Pentacles showing up in your relationship house, which is generally a new pattern emerging. A new lifestyle can be moving in together. You know, it's a new chapter, and it's a very much practical chapter that's beginning. So beautiful energy entering May. Try and hold on to that Empress energy. She just is, you know, one of the most abundant and earthy cards, okay? So what you most want in May is for this feeling of oppression to end, okay? This feeling of burdened, of having to carry too much on your shoulders. The image tells the story, guys, okay? This is someone who's coming through from a dark period because he's been in the night and he's going into the sunshine, okay? But what the message is always it's nearly over. He's almost put down his burdens. And so it's a feeling of you feeling a bit weary, Leo, that maybe a bit exhausted, that you've had to carry too much for too long, okay? And you want this to end. Now, what's helping you put down these burdens? What's supporting you in entering into this new phase is the Three of Wands, okay? Now, this card's got so many meanings, but because of its position, what I'm going to say is this is about new opportunities and new horizons, okay? Because sometimes we're waiting for the boats, we'll just set our boats and we're waiting for them to return, and other times the boats are just coming your way, okay? So there's a feeling of potentially new opportunities, new horizons, because there's birds flying, and there's a sense of maybe some exciting potentials coming your way. And by the end of the month you've got the Chariot, which sort of speaks to me of actually this potential actually turning into really forward movement. But I think some Leos are really hoping that these new opportunities are just going to make you feel less oppressed and less held down by circumstances, okay? And I really hope this for you too. Now, right at the moment, your hindrance is the Two of Cups, okay? So this is an interesting position to get here because you want this burden to end, okay? You want to reach for new opportunities and you want this feeling of being oppressed to end. Now, some Leos might have a relationship that's not making them feel burdensome, but you might believe that maybe you feel that you can't fully meet your obligations to this relationship. They might be pressurizing you to work faster, work harder, that sort of thing. Or this might all be in your own head, Leo. So you might feel that you can't because you're waiting for this period to end and for new opportunities, maybe you feel that you can't engage fully with your partner. You feel that you haven't got what it takes to meet this person on an equal basis. So it's a strange little paradox in these three cards going on. I'm going to move on and I'll come back to it. In your relationship house, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. Again, so there's definitely a money energy around your relationships, which that's really fascinating because it's a bit like these three cards. The Ace of Pentacles is also about a new beginning, okay? So this can be moving house, this can be a new chapter of your material life starting, and it could be with your partner, so you could be co-creating something, you could be moving in together. But it's still a feeling that I've got from you, Leo, that maybe you quite don't feel that you've fully got everything to be able to contribute, or you feel you haven't got everything yet to have this new chapter. Something like that. Now in the money and work house, I pulled two cards for you, both sort of ending cards. The Eight of Cups is choosing to walk away because you're not fulfilled in a certain situation. You want the Ten of Cups. It's a spiritual card because he's dressed in purple and gold, okay? You've got a higher vision for yourself here, Leo, basically. Because purple and gold represent Jupiter, which is expansion, the third eye. As a sense, you've got a vision for your life, and that's what you want to make happen in your career and finances. Now it's with the Six of Swords. I adore the Six of Swords because it's this graceful moving on. This graceful letting go of what was, not fully knowing what's to come. A bit like that Three of Wands. There might be a period of still being a bit up in the air, still being a little bit uncertain. But there's something deeply peaceful emotionally about it, because the water is totally smooth. It's like she's been carried forward almost. And I know she has to do some rowing, but there's still it almost seems as if there's an energy taking you forward this month, Leo. Your inner life is the Nine of Pentacles, so a lovely card to get here. The Nine of Pentacles is someone who's just very content. They're content, you know. So I just adore. You got two of my favourite minors. The Nine of Pentacles is this, you know, when you're spending time maybe by yourself, contemplating. It's just about enjoying your own being. And what I like about this for you, Leo, is incredibly stable. Okay, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying that you're not stable, but there's not as much anxiety as you've had the last few couple of months. As a sense of being really grounded, a bit like the Empress, very solid. As a sense of faith, as a sense of trust that this 9 will eventually turn into the 10, and what you need. It's also a really good self-employed card if this is a sort of money reading. It might be for some people. I'm definitely getting work and money being quite a big influence on you. But a 9 of Discs is someone who's self-employed, loving it, and able to provide for their own self. So there's a sense of moving on, of trying to develop this higher vision for your life, Leo, okay? Very graceful moving on, just very deep, very graceful, and feeling very solid in the inside with that 9. Now your outcome is a beautiful Chariot. So if there is a sense of still waiting, because that 3 of Wands can mean waiting, okay, it can, for the new horizons, for the new opportunities to come a bit closer. And maybe that's why you still haven't quite put the burdens down yet, because there's still a tiny bit of a waiting game going on. It can, not always there, guys. It's going to be different for other people, okay? And this relationship as your challenge, just be careful it's not too much in your mind, so you're not going over that sort of, oh, that you haven't got enough, you're too burdensome, you've got too many burdens to allow this new relationship pattern to start to merge, because that could be about moving in together, that ace. This is about a new beginning, and it's a practical new beginning, okay? So but I've definitely got a sense of you having a higher vision for your life around money, around career, about what you give to the world, okay? And on an inner level, I just love seeing you here, because for weeks you kept getting that Nine of Swords, the anxiety card, and the Nine of Discs is anything but anxious. She's so solid. She's so someone who just enjoys everything that's around her, and gives thanks and gives gratitude. And no wonder the outcome is Chariot, because keep working on that state of being, that gratitude for everything that you have, because that's what moves us forward faster than anything else. A really interesting reading, Leo. I sort of, let me know how it's playing out in your life, because I absolutely love it to see how this is working out in people's lives, because it's going to be different for everyone, okay? But there's definitely a phase ending. You're going to a new way of living, of being, in your relationships, in your money house. Just because you can't see it all does not mean to say it's not happening, okay? Because there might still be that gap of waiting, but there's no anxiety. Move into the peace of the Nine of Pentacles. Give gratitude for all that you've got, and that will move you faster than anything I've ever seen. Okay, Leo, my relationship cards will be out in the next few days. I wish you all the best. Bye.